Hello, collective. Welcome back to my channel. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hugs and kisses to you. This is Intuitive Tarot. Thank you guys for joining me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Welcome, welcome. This is a general reading, you all, so any sign can be significant. Be mindful of the energy. Can be past, present, or future. This can be clarity or validation for others of you. If I'm talking about a she, I can also be talking about a he. Gender is fluid, okay, in tarot. So this also could be a same-sex situation, all right? So do keep that in mind. I do use profanity over here. Make sure you do your return to senders. If you have not done so already, call on Archangel Michael or Archangel Metatron to do that, all right? Hopefully you guys are doing so very well, all right? But we're going to pull a few cards, get a message out, and get up out this thing, all right? It's going to be another hot one today, for real. I wish it rained. I'm not going to hold you. I wanted to. But I know, we in tornado season right now. Hurricane season, I'm sorry. And, baby, I'm already praying. You know what I'm saying? Already. Got to get ready so you don't have to, do that later. You know what I'm saying? Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. So we're going to pull a few cards, get a message out, collective. But overall, hopefully the message resonates, all right? Show me what I need to see. What does my collective need to know? What's the message for my collective? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Give me a couple cards. 2 cards. What's the message for my collective and 2 cards? Give me 2 cards. Message for my collective. What's the message for my collective and 2 cards? First card, by train. So somebody could be coming towards you by train. Or by train could be of significance. If you traveled by train, somebody's traveling by train, or they have. Next card, want to get away with you and start anew. The Fool. If somebody want to go on a new journey, take a new path, a new, fresh start. Give me one more. Give me one more on this message. Capricorn and woman. Next card, ego death. Came out in reverse. So somebody may have went through an ego death since the last time you spoke to them. Somebody may have been in their ego. Give me one more. Got stubborn. Came out in reverse. So somebody may have been stubborn in the past, you know, Four of Pentacles, like fixed beliefs. Or somebody, you know, could be calling you stubborn, or they felt like you were, or this is somebody that was stubborn in the past, like being stubborn about something. Give me one more on this message. Spirit, angels, thank you. Soul tie. Came out in reverse, but and a soul tie can be, you know, between friends, lovers, co-workers, family members, you know what I'm saying, past life maybe, pets, also, you know, just deeply embedded in your soul. Like this is somebody that could be a business partner, you know what I'm saying, but they could be, you know, like a co-worker that may have went from job to job, you know, or you may have met this person at a previous job in the past, and y'all just have had a close tie, close bond ever since. Like, I mean, I follow each other, you know, throughout, you know, your work history, but that may have been where you met that person. You know what I'm saying? You know, while at work, at some job or something, this could be like high school friends or something like that. Um, like a family member you just undoubtedly close to. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it's embedded. You know what I'm saying? Like no, regardless of what the family might go through and things like that, like you and this person just always on the same level. Like y'all always on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Like just what's understood ain't meant to be explained. You know what I'm saying? It could be a business partner. It could be somebody that feels like, you know, man, you know, they just, you know, we've always did good business together. You know what I'm saying? Like farmers, like you got one farmer that just always, you know, got that one, you know, farming buddy, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody that is a farmer, somebody else may be, you know, in the horses or something like that, but they just really good, you know, in business. Like they give each other advice, you know, they either help each other get their business started, work together, you know, just have that, like I said, if it's what's understood ain't meant to be explained. Like it's hard to explain, you know what I'm saying? You can have a past life, you know, soul tie with someone, but, you know, people have them with their pets too. You know what I'm saying? Pets have, you know, um, pets have soul ties too, you know what I'm saying, to other pets. Yeah. But it came out in reverse. So you may have, this may be someone you have a soul tie to. Man or woman. Just the overall energy. Next card, block number, keeping hope alive. Came out in reverse as well. So I don't know if this person actually has called you yet from a block number, but it came out in reverse. But I kind of, don't want to take them in reverse. But, we're going to clarify anyway, so we're going to see what's up with it. But somebody's, went through, a change, a death, so far. And this stubborn could be a thing of the past, so, but like I said, we're going to see. All right. Got the 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck in the upright. 10 of Cups. 5 of Wands. King of Wands. Clarify, I want to get away with you and start anew. Clarify. Want to get away with you and start anew. Let's see. You got the Knight of Pentacles with the World. You want to get away, all right. Ooh, damn. With the Chariot. I cannot make it up. I don't know who this is, whoever this is that come to mind for you, but this could be an air sign. A earth sign with air in a chart or water in a chart. Yeah, air. Like this could be an air sign. You could have earth. You could be dealing with an earth sign, or they have earth in their chart. Any earth sign. All right. Like Cancer could have like an earth sign. And you could be a water sign. Well, a water sign has earth in their chart, and you could be an air sign. But yeah, you got the Knight of Pentacles out here. This is somebody coming in with some consistency, being consistent. You know what I'm saying? Being reliable, determined. The reason why I said, I can't make it up at the bottom of the deck, you got the World. Which, talks about travel, fulfillment. You got the Chariot, forward movement. And you got the Fool. What I said. Somebody want to start anew. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to take this leap of faith. They want to go on this journey. But they also, with this Chariot, they also, are wanting this forward movement, when it comes to them embarking on a new path along with the Fool. You know what I'm saying? But this is them facing the things that they know are going to be challenging. Stubborn. You know what I'm saying? Ego death. So these are the things that they know, they have had to work on being an issue, even if they hadn't admitted it to you. But as far as them admitting it to themselves, this is something that they know is it's, it's required. You know what I'm saying? Whether somebody told them with the Hierophant that they were being stubborn, or, maybe they were, in their head about how they, made decisions when it came to their choices, how they work things out. When it comes to thinking for themselves, you know what I'm saying? What's the Knight of Pentacles? Wants to get away with you and start anew. Wants to get away with you and start anew. Clarify. Wants to get away with you. This is something they want to do. I mean, they, you know what I'm saying? And they could possibly still want this. Want to get away with you. Shit, the 10 of Cups with the 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So somebody coming in confessing. Like somebody want to be honest with you. They want to, tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Turn over a new leaf. Like somebody want to, let's start love over. Okay? But they want to start love over with a Queen of Pentacles, a healer. Somebody want to come in, for that. They coming in for the 1-2. All right? But they, taking accountability. 7 of Swords in reverse. Like they taking accountability when it comes to them confessing. You know what I'm saying? It could be a confession, you know what I'm saying? Some truth being revealed about something. you know, that may have been hidden, or things that they know they've been dishonest, you know what I'm saying, that caused uh, an imbalance between you and them. But like I said, somebody could be an air sign, could have fire in your chart. But an air sign definitely could be and a water sign. You got the Seven of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Judgment. Yeah, somebody definitely went through a death for sure. It's the Knight of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. Want to get away with you, start anew. Want to get away with you, start anew. What's the Knight of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups? This person wants this. They want this happy ending with you. This is what they want. What's the Knight of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups? Because they want to come in with this consistency. Like somebody wants to, you know, come in. I'm hearing groundwork. Like somebody want to come in and lay the groundwork for whatever it is. Like they could be already doing it. When it comes to them, you know, going through these phases right here. Because this is, you know, some things about they path that they clearing out. Like this is some things they made, you know, like I'm seeing like that they getting karma. Like somebody has went through like several dark nights of the soul. For them to see this. For this to be going on, like somebody went through several dark nights of the soul. They may have went through a spiritual awakening, you know, since you walked away, since you and this person have not, you know, spoken. For them to want to start anew, like somebody want to start over. But that may be something that, you know, may have taken some time. Like they may not have been able to like just double back, you know, real fast. You know what I'm saying? Like they may have had some issues being stubborn, you know what I'm saying, about who gonna, you know what I'm saying, make a move first or some shit like that. What's the Knight of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups? Yeah, Ten of Swords with the Three of Wands. Like somebody done ended something. Like this is the ending of a cycle, you know, for something new to begin. This person, you know, want to go on this journey. You know what I'm saying? They want to, you know, show you what they've, how you say it, like demonstrate what it is that they have learned. You know what I'm saying? This person has some lessons to learn, you as well. But they ready, you know, to move forward, you know, and put the past behind them. You got the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And the Two of Cups. Ace of Wands. The Knight of Wands. And the Ace of Swords. Listen, they want to start over. They want to start over. And I feel like, you know, with the emotional pain they know they caused, the trust issues that they know, was definitely there. But I feel like, there was, a loss, you know what I'm saying? It could have been, a real heartbreak for the both of you, you know what I'm saying, with this soul tie. Yeah. Clarify ego death. Clarify ego death. Clarify ego death. Why is ego death in reverse? Why is ego death in reverse? Why is ego death in reverse? Clarify. You got the King of Pentacles with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Yeah, this definitely your emperor. The king, you got the king of pentacles out here, the knight of pentacles out here so far. Like somebody bossed up. Like they weren't playing. Somebody wasn't playing. Upright. Yeah. This emperor, they could be watching you work. They could, like I said, somebody laying, the groundwork for something, but they could be, you could have been focused on your work or something like that, when it came to, possibly like them having to make a difficult choice. Or they could have had you at a stalemate and you moved on to calmer waters. You know what I'm saying? You could have blocked this person. Or they may have felt, trapped or stuck, after that. You know what I'm saying? When you moved on. Like you may have blocked this person, no contact, no communication, but it also could mean, this is, somebody feeling unproductive. You know what I'm saying? At that time, especially if they felt like there was a dilemma. You know what I'm saying? That caused the 8 of Cups, like, for them to just have to walk away, like, let something go. Because, like I said, somebody had a lot of passion, when it came to coming towards you, but somebody had to be patient, like find better solutions, to things with the Temperance. Why is ego death in reverse? Clarify ego death in reverse. The Knight of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles. Why is ego death in reverse with the King of Pentacles? Why is ego death in reverse? Yeah, you got the 4 of Cups and the Devil to the Lovers, the bottom of the deck. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. So, you be seeing angel number 444, 1010, with the 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords out here. So something is, a cycle is ending for something new to begin, after this discovery. You know what I'm saying? For somebody, that has made a sound decision and still, but with this 4 of Cups, this is like somebody, that had to meditate, you know what I'm saying? They had to go within and actually look at themselves, like reevaluate, a lot of these other connections, a lot of these other people they may have put you in a competition with or compared you to. You know what I'm saying? Not that saying that they were trying, but they may have handled you the way they handled everybody else, and that was, unfair, but also, something that they had to also be made aware of with the judgment. You know what I'm saying? So whatever this disconnect is, or them, feeling like there's a missed opportunity, because whatever they were, thinking was supposed to work out, or however they thought, however they saw themselves, 4 of Cups in the past before you, or when, during their involvement with you, like this person has to reevaluate how they saw themselves, or how they thought they were expressing themselves, or how they thought they were coming off to you. You know what I'm saying? Or how they were, receiving what it was they were getting, the messages they were getting from you. You know what I'm saying? Especially with this devil energy out here. So somebody was definitely, in some unhealthy, low vibrational, you know what I'm saying, I would say lifestyle, but who don't? You know what I'm saying? At some point, like they may have been in a South Note way too fucking long. You know what I'm saying? And they may have still had a few ways about them, with this devil out here that they just was refusing to look at as an issue. It's all right to have, an ego, but don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't go swimming in it. Don't run out. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't run out. Don't run out. Don't run the hell out now. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like somebody, had some addictions, or they had a materialistic mindset that just made them feel like, I'm abundant. You know what I'm saying? I got it like that. I look good. I got money. You know what I'm saying? I'm secure. You know what I'm saying? I did some that, but you know what I'm saying? Go, you know what I'm saying? Go beat your meat and, you know what I'm saying? Skeet this shit on your money then. If that's what you want. Go make love to your money. I mean, even when you look at, scripture, you ain't gonna find too many people that, that left behind or took with them money, you know what I'm saying, that you didn't have when you got here, you damn sure ain't gonna need it when you leave. You know what I'm saying? It didn't cost you nothing to get here. And you're gonna leave the same way for free. You know what I'm saying? For free. No money down. But then you got, the fact that this person was refusing possibly to even accept, some of the things that they needed to change because they, like I said, they didn't think that was an issue. But unhealthy lifestyle choices, this devil energy is a series of bad choices in a lot of different areas of somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? But we all been there. You know what I'm saying? And some of us, some people still are. But at this point, it's like, at some point you're going to have to grow up, mature. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're a divine being, because you're going to keep being thrown in the lion's den when it comes to you having to get this lesson, get your ass on this path, go towards your calling, stand in your power, you know what I'm saying, and protect, you know what I'm saying, do whatever it was in your chart, in the ethers you said you were coming here to do. Whatever your assignment is. That's why the backfire, the warnings, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of the things that people, end up getting handed down to them from the ancestors, from the Most High God, is so detrimental. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people, have too many, you know what I'm saying, negative, toxic, evil actions toward divine beings. And that just comes with the assignment. That comes with the energy, comes with the light you hold. And the more you stand in your power, the brighter your light shine. Emperor, Empress, divine masculine, divine feminine, the more your light, the brighter your light gets. It's going to attract more light entities as well as darker entities. Darker than you could possibly have ever crossed paths with. That's why it's important for you both, when you're in a divine union, to be self-disciplined, have self-control. You don't want to be sitting up here, you know what I'm saying, like Samson and motherfucker done had to shave all your dreads off, and you done lost all your strength. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be falling victim to them things you weak. You know what I'm saying, that you weak in. This devil energy is when somebody, you got areas of your life where you, parts of you that, you know what I'm saying, about your character that have to be, you know what I'm saying, in place and strong. But you have to be aware of what it is first. You know what I'm saying? You have to be aware of that shit first. But somebody that went through, an ego death, and it's mainly, the addictions, like somebody know they had. They know they had it. Like they know they had a materialistic mindset. They know they had a status or an image they were trying to uphold. You know what I'm saying? And thinking that that's what it was. Like, man, who don't want me? Nobody gonna want your ass but a bunch of gold diggers. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if you gonna live and thrive off of, you know what I'm saying, everybody recognizing you and recognition and all this like that, then don't be surprised what it come with. Because people, end up, being in some situations where they end up, in a lot of unhealthy lifestyles for all kind of materialistic reasons. You know what I'm saying? Selfish reasons. You know what I'm saying? And not wanting to admit, you know what I'm saying, like they feel restricted. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain things that they can and can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, when you in that devil energy, like you can go around some light workers, you know what I'm saying? You can go toward people that got a stronger aura about them, but you may not be able to stand that shit. You may not be comfortable around them because you're going to constantly feel triggered, intimidated. You know what I'm saying? You're going to constantly feel like, they trying to be better than you. When they really ain't trying to do shit. They just are a better them. You just didn't know them when they was at their worst. You know what I'm saying? Before they stepped into their power, before they, took back their power. You know what I'm saying? To stand in, their truth. And when they standing in their truth shit, you can bring up their past any day of the week at any time. And they gonna help you talk about this shit. They can speak more on it than you. And they ain't gonna be bothered by that shit in one way. You know what I'm saying? But that takes discipline. You know what I'm saying? So got to really work on it. Clarify stubborn in reverse. Yeah. 8 of Cups. Pisces energy with the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Pentacles, yeah. So somebody, they were stubborn now. They were stubborn. They definitely was that. Like somebody had a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like there was a lot of things this person just refused to accept, they had anything to do with at all. At all. Like this, was a breakup that could have been dealing with, that. But like I said, just now, you had the 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So this person definitely, had, man or woman, had, some stubborn ways about them. Especially if they were projecting and calling another person that because they couldn't get their way or they weren't able to control you the way they normally been able to, in the past, and maybe, you know what I'm saying, and all these other connections with this devil energy. Like that shit may have worked on, 3 or 4 of these other 4 of these cups out here, but 4 cups will turn into 8, and it can't. You know how people say, "Damn, everybody can't be lying. Everybody's saying the same thing. Everybody ain't lying." If they all saying the same thing, you know what I'm saying? You don't went from the 4 cups to the 8 of cups. This is a lot of, you know what I'm saying, emotion, you know what I'm saying? This is a lot of, people, energy, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you got to take accountability somewhere. Because everybody ain't lying. Like, everybody is not just, you know how you have them people that'll say everybody always breaking up with them. I don't know, they playing victim. I ain't, I don't know what it is. Like, people just, it's like that. What's the 8 of Cups? Clarify the 8 of Cups with stubborn in reverse. Clarify the 8 of Cups. Page of Swords. With the 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Gemini energy, so who is like somebody is curious, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to them being confident, but also, with fairness. Because I feel like somebody was either trying to say another person was stubborn. You know what I'm getting? Like somebody asking questions about something because they, like somebody was like how you asking people or ask someone, a series of questions because you try to, engage them in something that you feel like is your way of like figuring out something or trying to express something, as an idea. But it's like somebody may feel as though somebody, is going to be stuck, like somebody asking that, like you think that person is going to talk to me. You think that person, is going to like hear me out. You know what I'm saying? You think they, yeah, like somebody talking to somebody, or they may have been talking to you or asking questions or something like that. Yeah, like somebody tried to say somebody, another person was stubborn. I don't know if they were talking to somebody about you, or they were, like asking them things because of them, kind of being, especially when you block this person, when they, this block number, keeping hope alive. Because I feel like somebody was asking somebody would, you know, was something about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think if I say this or do that, that they'll work with me or something like that. With this Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords. But let's see. Clarify the Page of Swords with the Eight of Cups. What's the Page of Swords with the Eight of Cups? What's these curiosity questions? At the Wheel of Fortune. With the Five of Wands. So it's like somebody, it's like looking at, their destiny. You know what I'm saying? And it's like whatever it is that they were asked, when it comes to them possibly like asking about travel, when it act when they it's I feel like somebody want to ask you, they probably, something about this travel, because I feel like I keep seeing somebody like asking like a series of questions, because you got the Five of Wands. So this is like, even with conflict or competition, it's like this lack of cooperation. Because I feel like somebody feel as though, they had no other choice, or they left somebody with no other choice but to walk away. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody asking questions, or the way somebody was trying to get, clarity. Especially when you're trying to figure out like a creative way to do something. Like, you think if I do this way or do something this way, if I say it like this, or are they still available, or you think they still feel like this or something like that? Because whatever it is, it's like causing somebody to have like some conflict. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's something they feel like is going on within, or that it's like tension. You know what I'm saying? Conflict, arguments. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like somebody was not. It's like somebody intentionally was not working with the other person, and it may have been like a page of swords was like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe you were trying to ask this person questions. You know what I'm saying, when it came to you being curious, like what I'm saying, to know what they, like, let's just say what they saw with you. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to go here? Do you want to, what I'm saying, you know, go this in this direction? You know what I'm saying? Um, take this leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like somebody may not have been decisive in the past. Like, somebody may have been, like I said, they had you at a stalemate. Like, somebody could have been, making something complicated that didn't have to be. It's like somebody upset with themselves, that they, because it may have, like I said, it may have something to do with travel, with the world. Because I feel like somebody, may have, had other things going on when it came to somebody possibly living at a distance or something like that. And like somebody saying, this don't have to be that way. You know what I'm saying? You may have asked this person, do they want to move in together? Do they want to do this? Or where they see themselves, you know what I'm saying, with you. And I feel like, if you felt like you and this person was destined, or if you felt like, this was your person, they may have, had some type of conflict of interest, especially when it came to them not believing, in that maybe. They may be more religious and spiritual. But at this point, it's like somebody, may have put you in some type of competition, or they feel like it's gonna be, they cause maybe a lot of arguments, conflict, or it could be, they could feel like that there's gonna be that. What's the Page of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune? Clarify the Page of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. Cause this is like good karma, with this Piscean energy with this Wheel of Fortune. Like, this is good karma. Like, somebody's on the good side of karma, but it's like somebody's destiny, like whatever it is, they feel like is good fortune. You know what I'm saying? Is good luck. This is somebody's destiny. But what's the Page of Swords with the world? I mean, Page of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. Clarify the Page of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. What's the Page of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune? The Judgment with the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, somebody's, reflecting, like, back on something with the Judgment. Like, somebody reflecting back on what somebody said, what they meant by what they said. Like, if you told this person, like, you saw yourself with them or something like that, it's like somebody, I don't know if somebody was stubborn on purpose, because they, didn't believe it, or they, but questioning it. Like, how you know that? Like, why you said that? You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Because it's like now, someone could be going toward they inner calling, but they were being stubborn. Like somebody was destined. But I feel like, you may have noticed this or awakened before they did, you know what I'm saying, to say that. And they could possibly want to be forgiven. Like they may feel like you're going to be stubborn about, yeah. You got the Empress at the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Cups, Five of Swords, Four of Swords. Yeah, this person, they feel like you're going to meet them with some type of conflict, you know what I'm saying? Or some, they may have, feel intimidated by you even, but they may have been in competition with you as well. You know what I'm saying? With trying to, or they put you in one, but it's the fact that they, feel like they're going to be met with some hostility. You know what I'm saying? Because they, just made, like I said, made some unnecessary drama for no reason. Like somebody was not cooperating with you on purpose. Empress. Okay. Clarify soul tie. Why is soul tie in reverse? Clarify soul tie. Six of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Yeah, Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Yeah. Soul tie. What's the Six of Pentacles? Clarify the Six of Pentacles, soul tie. Eight of Wands with the Sun. I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting like this soul tie. It's like somebody gets this a lot of excitement when it comes to coming towards you. Like somebody's very excited. Somebody's very excited. Like whatever, how generous you are, how sweet you are, how giving you are. Like somebody want to take some quick action, but it's like some excitement. A lot of it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to them, just the thought of them coming towards you with the Sun, the bottom of the deck, but you defensive. Got your guard up, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody, when it comes to, them, possibly making a decision, like I said, the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck, like somebody could have been, like I said, indecisive. Like they could have been afraid of the unknown, not knowing what would come of this or something like that. And they, may have been afraid to commit to their person. But the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. That's one of them at the bottom of the deck, but the Sun was at the bottom of the deck. So, but yeah, you got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You got Taurus out here. You got Sagittarius out here with the Eight of Wands. So somebody could have, could be a Taurus, Sagittarius. Taurus could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or it's an Earth sign dealing with a fire sign, or somebody could have Earth and fire in their chart. One person can have Earth, another person can have fire in their chart. Don't have to, but you got the Sun at the bottom of the deck. Leo energy, Leo again with the Two of Wands. But yeah. What's the Six of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands? What's the Six of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands? Somebody excited. Telling you, the Empress. Divine Feminine. Very generous, very giving. Yeah, this person had a control issue. You know what I'm saying? They may have, maybe saving money right now. Could be. Got the 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups. I could be daydreaming, manifesting, and hermit. Let me get on. Clarify by training. Yeah, I feel like this is, yeah. Clarify by training. By training, clarifying. Yeah, you got the Knight of Wands and the 9 of Wands. Somebody, somebody coming in with a lot of passion. They see you got a lot of, you've been through a lot. You also, you know what I'm saying, somebody done built up some courage, baby. They they know you standing your ground, but they don't give a damn about all that right there. Okay? They went through this death. They done got, listen, they done went through this death. Stop playing with them now. They done went through this death. They done went through a change. Okay? They coming in with all this passion, and your ass up here with all this, these ones standing here waiting like, what the hell you want? What do you want, child? What do you want? What you here for? This person heart chakra activated. Yeah. I can't make it up. They got the death, you got the King of Cups, somebody coming in, baby. They want to, shower you with this kindness, this wisdom they got, they very supportive of your endeavors. Like if you, were talking about doing things with them, if you share, some things that you had some ideas about, Page of Swords, okay? You may have had some ideas talking with them about a lot of things, you may have been interested in starting up or something like that. They supported you, you supported them, things that went on with work, things like that, you know what I'm saying? But this is somebody, this ain't your person doing this, like, this is what this person coming in to do and be like. But I feel like this is somebody that has, you told things to, about some of your interests, some of your talents, or some of your creative, thoughts or whatever on things, and they supported you in that, regardless of what it was, how big or how small those things may have been. They, engaged you in whatever it is, ask questions about it, stuff like that, let you know, oh, that's a good idea. That don't sound bad at all. That's, how this King of Cups is coming off as, so, but 9 of Swords, King of Wands, like you could have this person blocked. They could be in a lot of despair, in their head right now, especially when they feel like, um, hopelessness. You know what I'm saying? Because this block number in reverse is the 9 of Swords I was talking about. This is somebody trying to keep hope alive. Because this person, 9 of Swords, they feel hopelessness. You know what I'm saying? Whoever this King of Wands is, to the Ace of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. Self-efficient with this Queen. I can't make it up. Like this Queen of Swords with these boundaries, this Hierophant. Like somebody, like I said, somebody definitely, was more religious. Somebody may have been more religious than spiritual. You know what I'm saying? But it's also, a traditional way of being, or they had a one-track mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? They may have been one-sided about things, but also, listening to people like that. You know what I'm saying? Could have been a father figure, or listening to people they felt like, had a little more knowledge or wisdom, but at the same time, they may have had some fixed beliefs. You know what I'm saying? And they went by that and lost out on they, you know what I'm saying, being stubborn and shit, and not realizing or not knowing a whole lot about soul ties and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Clarify block number, keeping hope alive. We don't close out. Clarify block number. Why is block number in reverse? Keeping hope alive. Like, I feel like this is something, they waiting for a sign for or something like that. Clarify block number, keeping hope alive. This person may come by train. Clarify block number, keeping hope alive. Why is it in reverse? Why is block number in reverse? Yeah, somebody done had this emotional awakening. Like, they, done had a new personal growth. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a lot of compassion. But they also coming in like this new love, or, feelings of emotional, feelings that they hadn't felt, before. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they hadn't owned up to it. But this is an emotional awakening for somebody, you know what I'm saying? But they hoping that you still, want this with them. You know what I'm saying? Got the Ten of Pentacles out here, Six of Cups, with this nostalgia, Three of Pentacles. I can't make it, man, listen. And I feel like they, possibly, was resisting change, maybe. And somebody gonna be shocked if they find out that I feel like you're gonna be shocked that this person then made this change. Yeah, 4 wands to the star. Can't make it up, child. This person see you as that, like see you as somebody very beautiful, very attractive, very wise, very smart, very talented, but they don't know if you still want this. Because you coming off as, could have be purchasing a new home, a new car, could be, an inheritance coming in for you with this Ten of Pentacles. But this is somebody that sees you as somebody they feel like you know how to balance, family and work, work and home and stuff like that. But this is long-term success. You know what I'm saying? They want this Ten of Pentacles with you. They having a lot of nostalgia, with the Six of Cups about, this Three of Pentacles. Growth and learning, mastery. Like somebody recognizing, who you are now. They recognizing you as the high priestess, so they shocked. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's now, realizing, how painful this loss will be if they don't, if you don't want this with them, if you don't want this victory with them. 4 wands. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Block number, keeping hope alive with the Ace of Cups. Block number, keeping hope alive. The Ace of Cups. And somebody could feel like, it's something they not seeing, or like they don't know, like if you done, met somebody new or something like that. So they don't know if you want this. You know what I'm saying? Block number, keeping hope alive. Yeah, you got the Hangman, the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Somebody turned over a new leaf. Like, they gained a new perspective. Like, they don't see things the same way as they used to. Like, they don't see things with you the same way as they did. Like, they don't see life. They don't see a lot of things that they may have been, looking at that way the last time they saw you. Like, this person, done sacrificed, a lot of things about themselves to get to this point. For they higher self, you know what I'm saying, being more mature about the situation. But seeing that you self-efficient and, you got boundaries, but that's something, they may not have been used to, you know what I'm saying, in the dating world, you know what I'm saying, in a love life and things like that, is seeing somebody as strong as you, as courageous. You know what I'm saying? This person could have known you've been through a lot too. But yeah. Could be talking to an empath, Queen of Cups. I'm gonna end it here, collective. Like you got some big decisions to make, boo. Got spiritual gifts. Next card. This just coming off the top of the makeshift deck. I've just pulled these cards off the top just to see, you know what I'm saying, how they coincide with the message, all right? This next card, you were only trying to help me grow. I just didn't see my own worth then. Whether this is for you or whether this is for them, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Page of Swords. Whatever you were saying, whatever you were asking questions about, whatever you were trying to, relate to this person, um, at the time, like it was, the fact of knowing, you know what I'm saying, that you were just trying to help this person grow, awaken. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't see that. They didn't see their worth then. Or they, you know what I'm saying? Or this was what they were doing. Yeah. Yeah. His karmic lover got a reading on him to see how he felt for you. We don't give a damn down, child. Anyway, we're going to end it here. Thank you guys for joining me. This is Intuitive Tarot. Hopefully the message resonates and overall is helpful in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Or the vibe, you know what I'm saying? You know it always is up over here. But make sure you have an awesome day on purpose. All right, until next time, I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.